What's up, Shredhead? Roman Fischer here, and welcome to my fitness channel. So, in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. Losing fat and gaining muscle, especially at the same time, can sound like a pretty daunting task, and practically it can sound impossible. However, it is possible. It is possible. So, how do you do that though? Well, in order to lose fat, first and foremost, you must be and remain in a caloric deficit. That's the first thing. You can't lose fat if you're not at all in a caloric deficit. Now, I'm going to say this. You don't want to be, by any means, in a drastic, major caloric deficit. Because when you're consuming too few calories, your body's going to fight you, and it's not going to want to lose fat, because it's pretty much going to be put into starvation mode. And that essentially means your body's metabolism will be stalled and it's not going to really want to work and do what it's supposed to do. So you don't want to do that. You want to be in a caloric deficit. Yes, for sure, no doubt. But you want to be in a slight caloric deficit. And just a good benchmark, it's really good to be, between 5% and 10% of a caloric deficit. Anything less, you're not really in a deficit, anything less than 5%, and anything more than 10%, you're gonna start getting in a pretty big, drastic caloric deficit. Next, you wanna lift heavy. At least lift some kind of weight, or at the very, very least, do calisthenic workouts. Now, I personally recommend and suggest to do weight workouts, weight exercises, but that's not to say that calisthenic workouts are totally useless and pointless. They have their place, no doubt about it. So if you want to lose fat and gain muscle at the same exact time, calisthenic workouts still can work. They still can get the job done. But if you want better, more efficient results, then definitely try, or at least make a point to lift weights, and preferably lift heavier weights than lighter weights if you can pick between the two. Now, you can also lift lighter weights, go with higher reps. That also can burn fat and gain muscle, true, and of course build endurance. But when you lift heavier with less reps, your body, it has to do more work, so it's going to burn more calories, which is going to lead to, quicker weight loss and fat loss. And also, it's going to help put on muscle because it's challenging and breaking down your muscle tissue over time, which leads to bigger muscle in the long run. Now, beyond those two things, have enough protein. Eat at least 1 gram per pound of your body weight, at the very least. I would typically say that 0.8 grams per pound of your body weight would still, work and suffice, but it really doesn't, especially if you're lifting heavy. Now, if you're not really lifting heavy weights and you're doing calisthenic workouts, you could probably get away with, a little less than 1 gram per pound of your body weight. But if you're lifting heavy, you want at least 1 gram per pound of your body weight to really build back that muscle tissue and better gain that muscle mass, while losing that fat. So yes, have more protein. Protein, oh yeah. The next thing is to eat clean. Yes, you can still eat dirty and gain muscle, but if you eat like crap, you're not gonna look as good and you're gonna look like crap, especially if that's all you're eating. So if you wanna build muscle, but also keep down your fat as much as possible, that body fat percentage, you gotta eat clean. Because if you're eating protein, eating good, you're not only gonna put on muscle, but you're gonna really not put on body fat because you're not taking in all these, high sugar fattening foods. So definitely steer clear of all that. Also, another benefit to clean eating is like if you're eating a chicken breast, like even 4 to 6 ounces of chicken breast, let's say, that not only is great for protein, building muscle and all that, boosting your metabolism in the long run, but it also will fill you up, and essentially too, in addition to all that, it's going to be fairly low in calories compared to like a drumstick, a fried chicken drumstick, or a donut, that has maybe a little bit of protein in it, especially if we're talking about the donut, but has a lot of sugar, which leads to quicker and easier fat gain, higher insulin levels, and also it has a lot more calories in it, and a lot of that's from the fat. but it has a lot more calories in it, and in the long run, it's not going to make you feel as full because those calories are more empty calories. So that's another benefit to eating clean. You can eat less calories, but feel full longer. Now, last but not least, is to get enough rest. Yes, when you get enough rest, you'll not only look better and feel better, but you'll just perform your best. Also, your body will not make this hormone, this stress hormone called cortisol, at least not as easily. Because when you don't get enough rest, you're going to be more stressed, and that's going to produce that stress hormone, which is going to, lead to fat gain, and you don't want that. Also, when you're more tired, you're hungrier. And when you're hungrier, you're going to naturally eat more, of course. So last but not least, get enough rest so you can look your best and perform your best. So hopefully that helped you and was very educational. If you liked today's video, please like it, share it, and subscribe to become a shredhead. Also, make sure to flex that notification bell, and I'll see you on my next video.